There are a lot of things in life to suffer about, and life is hard, but life is not hard all the time. We're raised in a culture that tells us that life is always hard, and we've become somber and serious. EZosophy is about letting go of ego-driven struggle, strain, sacrifice, and stress. And I'm always looking for people to join with me to begin to let go of the addiction of being upset. It's an addiction. It's a chemical addiction. We have this worry, this stress, this strain. And of course, there's worry, stress, and strain. That's genuine. But then most of it, if we take a look at our mind and we listen to what's going on, most of it is just made up. We suffer about stuff. It's like we're these emotional whiners. Okay, well, life just isn't going my way today, so I'm going to be upset. Okay, well, look, I see. The car in front of me took too long to get out. Why are they driving so slow? These are the things that really do not warrant suffering about, or they don't need to take our energy, because every time we suffer, every time we get upset, every time we worry about all this made up stuff, what we do is that we drain our energy. I call this the heartaholic mantra. I want you to listen to this. Is when we get up and look at something and we go, like whatever it is that's in front of us is so hard we can't face it. Well, most of us that are listening to this video, we don't get up in the morning and try to find enough food to eat, or to try to, I mean, some people do, but I'm assuming if you got a computer and you're online, maybe you're probably not going hungry. And we're not in the middle of a war that's here. There are certainly wars going on in the United States, but not on our land. We just get up and worry about things that do not need to be worried about, or worry is another form of suffering. And so we want to take a look at our suffering, our ego-driven suffering. Now, okay, here's one. I've done all this stuff to keep it quiet, and now my neighbor's rolling the garbage can down the sidewalk. Well, okay, well, that's unfortunate. Wouldn't it be nice if he wasn't? And I don't know whether you can hear it or not, but it's making a loud noise as he rolls it down the driveway. But that's not something I should suffer about. I shouldn't say, oh, I want this to be a really quiet video, and if there's some noise outside, I have the right to get upset because I've decided how I should control this and make it just okay and make it beautiful and wonderful for everybody. And no, I support imperfection. I strenuously support imperfection. One day I did a video, and I don't know if any of you have done any of these YouTube videos or other kinds of videos, but by the time I got my hair fixed and I looked really great and I worked at it, I was ready not to even do the video. So I just decided one day to go in and do one, and I just looked horrible. And my daughter said, well, Mom, it was a really great video, but you looked horrible. And it's like we perfect ourselves too much. We just demand too much of ourselves. And life is so generous if we just show up. Our friends don't care how we look that day. People just really don't care. And if they do care, there's really something that is wrong with the way they're looking at things. So we need to develop, or we could develop, a much easier way of dealing with life. And that whole philosophy I call EZosophy. And that's the art and wisdom of easy, or at least easier living. It can be easy if it's ego-driven, and even stuff that is difficult and hard, that can be easier because we can get help. We can reach into our inner resources. We've got prayer chains. We've got all kinds of people that will walk with us through the storm. We don't have to walk through the storm alone, and it's easier when we walk in companionship and community. We need to hold the hands of the people around us, because life is a team sport. It's not about each individual person going off and doing their own thing and feeling alone and isolated, or being alone and isolated, covering our heart, building up these reservoirs of protection. No, it's about joining hands with other people and saying, I'm here, you're here, we're in this together. And I believe that we're on the precipice of a change in our consciousness and in the world. And I hope that you will join me. And one aspect of that is really eliminating this ego-driven struggle and suffering. Just watch your breath. If you see yourself going, you know you're having a heart attack, an H-A-R-D, a heart attack. No, down with heart attacks. Let's make life easier. Use the 8-word miracle mantra. Everything can be easy or at least easier. I'm going to give it to you again. The 8-word miracle mantra, everything can be easy or at least easier. So I want you to make it an easier day and begin to give up your allegiance to suffering and sacrifice and pain and strain, because it will be such a better world if we all make this decision in unison and we become a community of ease. We become EZosophy. EZosophists, sorry. Take it easy. I love you. Bye.